Um. Okay. Hello. Um. Mortal, can you do me a favor? Can you tell me how it all sounds? Am I too loud? Am I too quiet? Is the game too loud? Is the game too quiet? Okay. Because... okay. I had to factory reset my fucking computer today.
Welcome to the stage of history.
And of course, when you do that, nothing saves. So I'm kind of going off of my memory as to what everything was set to.
I am looking forward to this.
And then I used to use regular OBS, now I'm using Streamlabs OBS. And I've never used it before. And it tells me I should be streaming at 4500 bitrate, where I was only streaming at 3500, and I should be trying 60 frames, not 30 frames. So I also want to know from your guys' perspective, as the viewer, how it all goes. So now I'm sort of stress testing it and seeing what happens. I was getting the blue screen of death. Okay, well the game is holding 60 frames. Does it still look okay for you guys? That's fine too. Okay. Yeah. My Windows didn't die, but I was stuck, basically. So, now I have to try to remedy the situation. looks good through my end. 720 60p. Let's go back to the game.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Let's do this.
Now I have to make sure that my textures are okay and my audio's okay and medium low, medium low. We just run with this, I guess. Can I get high textures? I'd like to get high textures.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Oh yeah, I see the difference actually.
Let's do this.
All right, let's see.
All I can do is
60.
suffer my bloodlust.
60.
Silence, demons.
Excellent. I can't remember what my shadow settings were set to. And it bugs me. Okay. In terms of the webcam though, I think they were like here. And here? I don't even know. Yeah, so that's the same size as that. Hey, Lunar. Okay. So I think webcam wise we're good. Audio is good, you guys are saying. How about visual quality? Does the stream still look correct and look good? Does it look any different than it did before? It should.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Sacrifice your soul to me. I am looking forward to this.
Okay, so these are what? High shadows? Yeah. 60 frames. Frames.
This is a savior's power.
60 frames.
Now is the time for
Oh.
progress. Any thoughts?
there's the drops. Alright. Oh my gosh. There.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Okay, so now
As well.
I'm sure surely the textures still look fine.
Let's do this.
Yeah, they look fine. What? Okay. Okay, so can somebody in the chat let me know if it all still looks fine? Because now I'm going to do this. Performance mode. There we go. Alright. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. I guess we're good?
Soul of
Let's do
Xianghua,
this.
soul
I'm
of
ready.
Xianghua.
Oh, you know what I do need to do though? I need to go over all the characters so they load up again.
Cassandra.
Okay. So we've increased the bitrate, we've increased the frame rate, we had to fucking factory reset the computer, had to fix my graphic settings, I had to reinstall OBS, I had to do all this garbage. Please just let it all work. Let it all work out in the end. What a pain in the butt. Wow. Want to become famous? Hey, Sifo. Sifo. You're welcome. Can you do me a favor?
Sacrifice your
I am
soul to
looking
me.
forward to this.
Can you tell me if what you're watching right now, if there's no pixelation on either me or the webcam, or rather the game or the webcam, let me know if there's any frame drops when I do a bunch of soul charge stuff, and if the audio level is okay. Like if I'm coming through okay, but my breath isn't coming through, like I want to know if it's all okay. That's all. That's what I want to know.
This is a savior's power.
You cannot hear me breathing. Oh, well, that's good.
Now is the time for progress. Any thoughts?
How about pixelation on the webcam? Is it pixelated at all, or is it okay? When there's stuff going on the screen. Tad blurry? I can live with tad blurry. That's okay. Yeah. Like, is it fine? Like, do I just become one blob, or am I still okay? That's more what I'm concerned about. Not blobby. Okay. All right. Not high def. Well, yeah, that's fine. It's a pretty cheap webcam. Now, for you guys on your end, if you can think about it or recall, does this stream look better than previous? Because I doubled the frame rate and I doubled the bit rate. So... Or is it just like butter smooth? Because that's the goal. It looks better? Okay. Now I'm gonna do this. Too good? That's what we like to hear. It's very sharp. Well, that's okay. My game is just that way. I don't have the blur on the backgrounds, which you might notice, right? Okay. Well, if it all looks good to you guys, then I'm happy. Holy though. What a struggle, dude. So I woke up to a blue screen of death on my computer. So 2015, but it's a laptop. So that was pretty spooky, man. I was like, oh no. This is how it ends. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's still good on my end in terms of like not overheating my system. Bitrate's good, frame rate's good. I think we're good. Jeez. Let me double check the options and then I'm gonna just okay. Let me just restart the game. Yes, correct. Let me just restart. So I had like worse settings before, and then because my system couldn't run it, but so it wouldn't let me get in. It was saying there's some like fatal error, right? And so what I had to do is I tried all this stuff, and then I had to eventually go in and do like a reinstall Windows from scratch. So it kept my files, some of them, which was cool, but I got rid of all the games and game data and all that kind of stuff. That took about 3.5 hours. And then I was like, please just let me, reboot, just work. And it did. It let me get into my system. I was like, huzzah. And then I had to change everything again. Everything. Taskbar, I had to reinstall everything. And then what I noticed was when I went into like the command panel, or the control panel, excuse me, it got rid of a bunch of stuff that was like useless junk that has nothing to do with gaming or whatever. So I was like, what? And I opened Google Chrome and I'm like, wait, that was really fast. What the hell? Like it loaded so fast. And then I opened Caliber and it's really fast. And I upped my stream settings, I double it, and it runs butter smooth. I'm like, wait, wait, did reinstalling Windows just like upgrade my system? Like everything loads so fast. What the hell? So I'm actually thrilled as long as it holds, because like, yeah, like it's so smooth. SSD, I have no idea. Desktop? No, I don't. No, I never do. I only ever had stuff on the taskbar on the bottom.
Soul of
Let's do this.
Shamwa.
But yeah, like, other than loading characters, because the loading screen in Caliber is always a bit laggy,
Soul
I'm
of
ready.
it all seems to work better. Which is wild to me. No, not that. Okay, so game is good, still no frame lag.
Watch over me, mother.
CEs are good, no frame lag.
You can't.
But yeah, I wondered, I'm like, you know, I wonder if it tweaked my NVIDIA like graphic settings too. I reopened them, I went back into the control panel and I looked and it all looked the same, but I'm like, maybe something changed. And so yeah, I got rid of all this random junk that came with it, came with the computer, which I already had removed once, but it removed even more. And yeah, like now I'm, like I've already said, I'm streaming at 60 frames, whereas my system would never let me stream at 60 frames before. And then increase of bitrate. So now the test is, can we get, you know, assuming it's a good connection opponent, does it impact network play? 1B? Nothing. Don't use 1B. It's one of Xianghua's only 2 useless moves. It's supposed to be an evasive counter hit tool. Ooh, excuse me. It's supposed to be an evasive counter hit tool. Right, sidestep, tech duck, and it crumples. But the problem is the follow-up crouch throw can whiff sometimes. And it's just really inconsistent. And then it's like minus 16 or minus 18 on block. So it's awful. Awful. But yeah, so I was shook, man. I was shook. Nothing was working. Fucking blue screen. Like, oh man, this is how it ends. So, needless to say, the fact that it works, I'm thrilled. And if it, again, like, if it looks okay for you guys, then that's great. It's for, oh yeah, I'm tabbed out. I'm tabbed out. I'm tabbed out. That's fine. That's on me. But yeah, this whole time I've been streaming, making videos, and playing on a gaming laptop. Yep. Single monitor. It's been through it all, man. It came with me to majors. It's my hotel room setup. It's, oh yeah. This thing is a beast. So now what I want to test later, not right now, but I want to reinstall like a game that I know is pretty graphically intensive, or maybe I'll boot up like XCOM and I'll try upping the graphic settings and just see if I can run it better. Because if XCOM runs smoother on my system, then I'll be like, what? It actually did just make everything better. And I'll be baffled. Because, yeah, Caliber still looks the same to me, and I think I have my old settings back, although I do forget what they were. And it looks... honestly, it looks better. Like, I don't understand. The game looks so smooth to me. A bug? Hit me with it. Thinking of dropping X? That's tragic. Oh, that was random. Okay, so that's one small spike in frames, but that could just be the game. What? What do you mean, AK? Posting twice? I think that's just on your end. I don't see them twice. Just try refreshing the stream or reopening the app, whatever you're on. It should be fine. Oh yeah. The other thing is I'm using a different streaming software. So I used OBS Studio before, and now I'm using Streamlabs OBS. And I don't really know like the difference. But what I can do, let me see if I can tweak it right now. That. No. Okay, I'll tweak this later. I'll tweak this later. Yeah. Let's make it a hair bigger. That's good. Make this a hair bigger. That's good. Okay. Think we Gucci. Man, I'm so stressed though. I keep feeling like I'm missing something, right? Like I forgot to install something, or it's just gonna die on me again, or the stream is bugging out, or I'm so just like on edge. Don't like how her 5A is 0 even on counter hit. Discord. I have Discord. Yep. I have Discord, Steam. So actually this is tragic. The video editing software I used before has since been discontinued. So now I have to find something new and I'm a little upset about it. Magic the Gathering? Hell no. Okay, so you're saying 4-4-A hold, B plus K? What about it? SC2 was a completely different game. No one's 5A works that way anymore. Don't hold. I'm not holding. I'm just tapping. What's the bug? I'll go back and watch the VOD and look at my webcam after. I think that's more what makes me stressed out, is like fidgeting with this stupid webcam is the most annoying thing ever. Max range. First off, why would you use this move? Second, I don't know what. Okay, that? You're referring to that? Probably more an alignment issue than anything. Okay. Now the question is, do we maintain stable frames? Does it all work out? So yeah, I've been battling, put it this way, I've been battling with this system since 9 AM this morning, and I only started like playing like an hour ago. So this is still really new to me in terms of messing with it. Why am I as well? Stress test. He's very visual. Like his weapons, they're pretty heavy on like frame rate and stuff.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, game looks fine, feels fine, as well as online can feel, obviously.
You missed.
Probably not in the sense that you're thinking. Given when the game is set.
How could you?
Yeah, I'm holding steady 60, no problem. Shadows are okay as well. Man, I can't help but wonder, like, if I had the graphic settings on something else before. Because I swear this feels smoother now. No troll. Like, I don't understand. The game's a little quiet though for me. Not the end of the world. Okay, here we go. That was a 3-frame drop, not a big deal. It's pretty standard. Could also be on his end, or the connection.
Flower petals. Stay down.
Because that's how this game works. Okay.
Interesting reaction. Thanks to you, my research has made advances.
So that was fine. Let me just check my data again. No frame drops. Okay. Bitrate's holding steady. That's what we want. If I look at myself on my stream, I look fine. So that's important. Okay. Okay. I think we're just done stressing about it for now. Let's get off this awful stage. Genre.
The stage of history retold.
Yeah, right. Volume for myself. There. Let me know if the game's too loud for you guys. It should be okay.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
Every time Caliber has an update or you reinstall it, you basically have to preload all the assets. So things like the characters, stages, the weapons, all that kind of stuff. And it is a hair. It's so annoying that you have to do that. There we go. There we go. All right. There's sauce. Her soul charge sucks. Enough said.
This is where it ends.
You don't understand. I can't find matches with Xianghua.
Block this.
You think I want to play other characters? You're a jokester, because I don't. Basically, all this character gets in her soul charge that's relevant is her AAB becomes safe. That's pretty important. They're cool, doesn't mean I want to play them. No, X is never painfully basic. 3 AA, which is pretty good. And then combo damage, really, and that's it. So you get this, right, for 85. Or this, 77. Your 2TB becomes pretty good at 73 damage. 75-ish. Yeah. That's basically it. Like, it's not even that her soul charge is bad, it's just not good enough. It's not good enough to justify using. That's all. Especially over the CE. UWD, how you doing? Ooh. Hey, Zakil. Okay, so, Zakil, for you, because you're on mobile, right? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I want to know if the bitrate and the frame data is fine for you, and if you get any buffering. No buffering. Okay. Tried some Jerry. Grow seems more explosive. He is. But Grow has... You can't really play a really solid game plan with Grow. Not compared to Geralt anyway. No buffering is good. If there's slight pixelation, I want it to only be on the webcam. I don't want the game to be pixelated, so that's a no-go. So let me know if that's the case, or if it's just me, then that's fine. And if the frames are good, then great. And for the rest of you on PC, let me know if there's any issues with the stream. If it looks great though, then great. Just the camera, that's fine. Does it look the same as it used to? Where do you land her full crouch 3B? Where do you use it? Everywhere, dude.
Challenge your limits.
Cleaned. The camera is not causing that. Think about it. Well, maybe. I mean, I could wipe off the dust, but like, I don't know. I haven't used it for anything.
Let your desire for victory.
You
Battle 1. Fight!
9-9. Yes. Who's this? Okay. Well, if it all looks the same, I find that weird, given that I upped the quality of stuff, but the resolution is unchanged, so that might be why the camera looks no different. What? Hey, thanks. Oh.
Battle 2.
Well, theoretically, the stream should be smoother. If nothing else, that should at least be true. Because how could it not be? I'm running at double the frame rate. Surely it's smoother. Oh. Oh my god. So, anywho, full crouch 3B, you would use it whenever you want. I'm not sure what being too slow for you has to do with anything. You just not want to ever use slow attacks? Geralt has a 1-1 as well.
Claim victory and battle.
Get hit.
cast wide, though its course nothing slips through.
Just gotta place it. If you're doing it instantly, like from neutral, then it's not that slow. And if you're getting hit out of it, then yeah, you wouldn't just use it up close. You would use it on like in the neutral. And yeah, Yoshi's had that throw in a few games, I think. But in this one, it's unbreakable. So if you break it, then he heals you. Full crouch 3B though, yeah, like you wouldn't use this after getting poked. You would use this just in neutral. Or when you're plus. So like if you do 2A, full crouch 3B, just for example, that's an option. Right? Or, you know, AAB on hit. Not that I use it there, I'm just, I don't know. But yeah, it is, like, to do it from neutral, it takes like 24, 26 frames. Can it be step punished? No. Recovery looks long? No. Not at all. Many have tried, many have failed. Watch. Like, you would have to step and respond the moment she swings, but if I'm like at all late, right? Look at that. She still has to be basically swinging in order for you to punish her. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Okay. We'll see if we can find a match. Or the animation terminates. I'm not sure what you mean. Recovery animation has its own thing in every fighter. Every move you ever whiff has some sort of recovery animation, but it's the same thing that happens on like hit stun or block stun. I don't understand. Unless you're implying that you'd rather people be unable to block or do anything even once the animation is over. In which case I would say that's pretty unrealistic. Shangleisha,
Hey,
I'm
Zedd.
good, how are you?
How's it going?
Swell. It's been a struggle of a day. But other than that, it's going well. Thank you for the sub, I appreciate it. From the move? Yes but no. Right? Like, by the time my move actually reaches X, she is able to block. Right? Yes but no. I don't see why it really matters, realistically. Like, if a move has heavy recovery, it has heavy recovery. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right? And I mean, technically, visually back to neutral. Right? It's once the weapon trail is gone, basically. Like that's, at least for weapon attacks. That's basically how it works. The struggle is, I woke up to my computer on the blue screen of death, where it's like, problem restarting your system, which I didn't do. And, yeah. So I couldn't get into my system. I had to reinstall Windows. That took like 3.5 hours. Then I had to reinstall all my apps and programs. It took more stuff off of my system than I did originally. The funny irony here is, hey Andoil, and Zulu, and Slit, welcome, is I had to reinstall everything. But it took off so much extra off my system that I'm convinced my system runs better, oddly enough. So I've actually upped the stream to 720p, which is the same, but I have it at 60 frames now, whereas the last time you guys saw me stream it would have been 30, and I was running at 3500 bitrate. Now I'm running at 4500 bitrate. But my system, like playing Caliber, feels even better than it did before, even though I upped the settings to be higher. Which doesn't make sense. So, in that sense, somehow, after all this, after having a blue screen of death and like 3.5 hours of waiting around and troubleshooting, I ended up with a better product. Which is dumb as shit. But, you know, here we are. So, when I reinstalled everything, I had to, of course, log into everything on my browser again. Steam, Discord, Parsec, all that stuff. The problem is, unfortunately, I lost my video editing software because it was obsolete. Now I have to find a new one, which makes me sad.
Battle 1. Fight.
Hey, Erica. But yeah, so I'm using a different streaming software too. I used to use OBS Studio, but now I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and I don't really like it as much. It's kind of complicated. But I think I've worked it out. And I don't know like all the filters and stuff I had for my voice, so I kind of just eyeballed it, but you guys are telling me it sounds fine, so I'm gonna assume it sounds fine. Yeah, so after all of that, and being shook that it might not have a working system, it ends up working better than it did before. Like, that's just weird to me. I should have CE'd that. I definitely should have CE'd that. Fuck. Yeah. So I upgraded the visual fidelity of the stream. And yeah. The thing is, like, I don't not maintain it. I clean it all the time. I upgrade it where I can. I do all the updates and everything. I just decide to say screw you. My God. But yeah, so the stream should look better. I might have to fidget with my webcam settings. That might be unchanged, but the game should look better to you guys. It should be smoother by 30 frames per second. And yeah. Can I CE something? Why am I not CE? Couldn't tell you. I don't have a good answer. Shit. Okay. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Because I don't use a PC. I'm on a laptop. The most amusing part to me is just the fact that like, why does it work better? It's so stupid to me. So crazy. I have something in mind I want to get though after.
Just kidding.
Something affordable. And I want to get a desktop so I can upgrade the parts as I need to. Not like a laptop where you're just stuck with what you get. So yeah, I'm a little frazzled from all that. I was really worried because I'm starting school in a month too, so I was like, of course, right? Of course my PC or my computer just decides to say fuck you know, a month away from academics. Right. And so I'm a little frazzled. Probably why I'm not seeing everything. So yeah. I have Wednesday night fight later, so yeah. No, definitely. I got this, it's like, I'm not a huge Alienware fan, but that is what I'm actually running on, and I got it because it was on a really good sale at the time. It wasn't my first choice. Asus ROG was my first choice, but this was a better price, so I was like, sure, this is fine. And I bought it in 2014, I think, and here we are in 2021. So anyway, I missed some stuff. Let me scroll back here. Titan's good, playing like a C rank. That's good to hear. What I used before, so I used, you guys know this in my videos, I don't actually edit anything other than take out like chunks, right? And just shorten and like really basic stuff. I don't do anything, right? So I was using Windows Movie Maker that I had on my system from like way back before Windows 10. Because when I got this, it was like Windows 8 or Windows 9, whatever it was back then. So yeah. Okay. Sorry. So I'm a genius. I am a genius. I just factory reset it and now we have a better system. Facts, bro. Yeah, CE is, you want to use it every time you can, basically. I don't know anything about Ansel, I'm sorry. Studying English and writing. Yes, I'm playing it on a laptop. Any nightmare? Yeah, yeah. Black Gambit's really cool. It's too bad it's not a great move. That's the tragedy. It has a place, but like, it's not great. Hey Dan. Pretty good. Yeah, I'm running on, so I have scale resolution is at 100. So I'm not downscaling the game at all. Full screen, VSync on, because it's a 60 Hz screen, don't at me. And I have everything on medium, but then post-processing and effects are on low. And yeah, the game looks great, the stream looks good, I just checked. And the game, legitimately, the game runs smoother than it did before. I don't understand. Computers are dumb, bro.
A battle of destiny.
Default music? Not for all the stages. Just a couple. HP laptop? I don't know. Depends what it is. Caliber is not very graphic intensive though. To be honest. It's good to deal with X in neutral. Do you mean when you're fighting a Xianghua in the neutral? Or fighting as Xianghua in the neutral? What you mean? Yikes, that was bad. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, why'd that whiff? What the heck? That was odd that that didn't punish. Aw.
Battle 2. Fight.
I mean, it depends what character you're playing. But in general, yeah. Try to play at like range 2. Most Xianghuas don't have a clue how to play good neutral, especially at range. They're completely useless. Oh god, you have to step the third hit. Okay. So a lot of X's, they kind of panic, and they use a lot of 6B, whereas they should be using 6-6B, that move. That move's dumb as shit. Impossible! I would try to bait the 6B or 6-6B. 2-2B is only effective at like range 1, right? So don't fear the 2-2B. A lot of people, they overrate that move. That's an interesting question, actually. I've never really had someone ask me like how to deal with X in neutral, because it's a difficult answer. Every character is a little different, right? Why do you keep ducking, bro? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Why? Oh wow. Aren't you big brain? Shit. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Shit. Whoa! Yeah. Okay. So let me go back to get out of this, and we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Hey, yeah. Fall in love yet?
Guy's weird. He kept crouching after 3A. I didn't adapt to it, but oh, excuse me. So Andor, who are you playing as? Like, honestly, it'd be so much easier. It's hard to just give a good answer in a very vague sense. Hey, Nox.
Hi, bud.
Hey, bud. uh. Good -12. Not very common. So yeah, it depends on the range at which you're playing neutral. Let's see. You mentioned there's an X mirror. Okay. SXSB. So SXSB is not great. You should be stepping that first and foremost. Yeah. Up close, X neutral is basically going to be the standard buttons that every character for the most part has, right? 2A, 5A, 5B. But what she has instead is 6A and 4B. So these are both high attacks. They're both good in their own way. 4B is an I-12 vertical, and 6B is an I-14 step catcher. But what makes 6A so special is it's +8 on hit. And what makes 4B so special is that it's a vertical at I-12. So you can set up clashes, right? And then I don't actually consider 2-2B up close to be neutral because it's quite slow to do just from neutral. So it's pretty risky. The opponent swings or does basically anything, you're going to get hit. But it's a thing. At sort of this range 1-2-ish distance, it changes. So she has 3B, right? 6B, 6-6A, 4-4A, 3A, full crouch 3A. This is where I prefer to play the character, is at this range here. I'm rarely am I ever in AA range, basically. What else? Yeah, and at further, other than that, she has 6-6B for like the really far ranges, or 6-6AB, and that's it. So if you can try to keep her at this range, and then bait, and then whiff, you're good. If you're playing in the X mirror though, I would suggest playing at Tipper 3B range. That's if you're playing the X mirror, that's my best recommendation, and there are a few reasons for this. So, reason number one is here. Let me set the bot to do the guarding. Oops. Hello? Oh, there it is. Right, so up close, you can punish like that. In the mirror, though, or at Tipper, rather, excuse me, she can't punish, right? And let's see, even if she does CE, nothing, right? So that's why Tipper 3B is so good in the mirror. Sometimes if you're playing against a less experienced X, you can bait a bar. It's hilarious. And the other benefit, there we go. The other benefit is that once it lands, you get the better combo. And then from this range as well, you're playing outside of 2-2B range, outside of throw range, which are like two of what X players like to do. And now you're working with moves like 3B, 3A, full crouch 3A, full crouch 3B, but no 2-2B, right? No AA. And so what it does, to put it in perspective for you, what it does is it basically nullifies what makes Xianghua special, okay? And turns it into more of a fundamentals game. And yeah, like Zakil said, they delete each other, and they do. So you can never really stance against an X. You can't use anything punishable against an X. She's good at punishing every punishable move against herself. Um, what else? No, neither of you want to ever soul charge, so you know that simplifies the game a lot right there. You can both backstep each other. Yeah, so Tipper 3B range, this is how you want to play the mirror in the neutral. Now, what you want to do to win the neutral, or win the mirror, is not this. If you want to win the mirror match against an X, you use a lot of 2-2B and grabs. That's it. That's all you do. 2-2B and throw. And, you know, some Tipper 3B sauced in there. The reason why is X, of course, without CE does relatively low damage. And so if the other Xianghua player keeps playing at this range, I'm not even tired. Okay. If the other X keeps playing at this range, she's not going to get any meaningful damage unless she lands the 3B. So if you can be the aggressor and if you can be more successful with pokes and dealing chip damage, that's great. But the reality is probably not going to happen. So how else do you get damage? Well, you would try to 2-2B to catch her ducking or just throw a lot. That's how I play. That's how I would recommend you play the mirror. I don't play the mirror that way. Oops. That's my suggestion though. Because it's pretty stubby for its speed and reward. It's -10 on block. The follow-ups are
Challenge your
like,
limits.
in a sense, I risk it all if I commit. Because when you do 1k AA, there's a flip kick in there, and it's always GI-able on block, and there's nothing I can do about that guard impact. It will just, the opponent will always be able to guard impact it. Yeah. And you might be left in throw range, and the opponent might respect the fact that there's a string there, but the reality is I'm -10 on block, so... Optimal. I don't know if that helps in Doyle, but yeah, make a decision. Either a lot of 2-2B throw and play it just range 0 24/7, or play at Tipper 3B. I wouldn't do anything else. Oops. I swear to you, chat, that the game runs better. I swear it does. And the stream looks better. Oh man. It was all a success in the end. Oh god. Yeah, that was buffered. Oopsie. Poke. It looks better. It does look better, yeah. Because I made the stream quality better. So I would hope it would look better. Oh shit. Oh, he didn't pillar. That's weird. Alright. Var? No, it's close enough. What? Oh god. I tried to, oh man. You know, that move that Killick used, the 8B plus K, or 8, not B plus K, 8 A plus B. I tried to GI it, but I always feel like I'm too slow or something, because it didn't come out there, and I almost died for it. Oh man. Oh nice. Oh. I didn't realize that was a critical or counter hit. I would have just CE'd. Ow. Can you handle this?
Blessings for those who have
I-16.
repeatedly escaped
It's not I-16 though, it's I-18.
I'm pretty good, right?
I wish it was I-16, please. Are you kidding? Oh, it'd be so good. Oh. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure 4K is 18. Is my game freezing? No. Maybe it is 16, I don't know. $16, okay. Well, then it's 16. You froze. Feels bad. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of minus 16 moves that I can't get 4K against. Or like if it's a low and they're crouching, I can't get 4K. How annoying. Oh, it is. Yeah, okay. I don't use it as a punish. I don't remember the last time someone used a minus 16 move at the wall or ring edge. Although, I guess if a Zast used 3AB, yeah, okay. Busted. You know, I certainly wouldn't just use 6A for the same function. $4K is good, but only for the utility and the frames. Knockdown. Yeah, but I can't do much off of this. It's a pretty shitty tech trap. It's not even worth it. It heavily scales so bad. For KCE, bring it back. Bring it back. Oh. Bring it back.
Challenge your limits.
Oh, let's go, Khan. Let's go, Khan. Let's see it. Let's see it.
One, fight.
Do things. Do things. Do things. Okay, you're not really doing things. Alright. Oh, now you do things. So I have to do things for you to do things? Really? Ay caramba. Ay caramba. I played on PlayStation. But that's not the game being laggy, that's just connections, bro. Probably, sure. Depends when a little bit is, but yeah. I missed! What, bro? I blocked that, come on. Here. Okay. What? Okay. What? Okay. Wild.
That's great. Weapon's so unfair. Block this. Block that. Oh no. I won't lose anymore.
The problem with me knowing this matchup the way I know it is I'm expecting things that just aren't happening. So the weird stuff is just like kind of fucking me over. So, yeah, sure. Sounds good.
Just kidding.
No way it's over yet. Don't overdo it.
Well, that's not Tipper. Ah! Hello?
You can't stop me. Do you give up?
Oh. True grit. Hey, we did it.
Blessings for those who have repeatedly escaped the...
Wrong, Maxie. Cat got your tongue.
We did it. We crouched through him.
Fine. Battle 1. Fight.
You should be. Random grab to KO. Big difference. Although the intention was to grab a try this, but... Or I guess it'd be an ever forward at that point. Or wait, no. Oh god, what is it in Soul Charge? Does he say anything? I forget. The Soul Charge, try this.
Battle 2. Fight.
Is it important to know your character frame data? Yes. Because it's more important to know your character than your opponent's character. And the reason for that... Wow, what a GI. What a god. The reason for that is you won't really know... You won't understand what your character is supposed to do. Wow. You won't know what your character is supposed to do in terms of, like, mathematically speaking, if you don't understand, or if you don't know the frames, right? You won't know the potential that your character has if you don't know their own frames. Like, you wouldn't know that, if you didn't know X frame data, you wouldn't know that 2-2B into full crouch 3B, or sorry, 2-2B or full crouch 3B into an auto GI is a real setup, right? Just stuff like that.
It's gonna get rough. Not good. Hooria! Not bad. No way is it over yet.
Fight!
You're mine.
You're mine.
You.
Does that make sense? It just helps you learn the potential of what your character can do, but it doesn't necessarily tell you the whole. Oh, I backstepped. Okay. It doesn't necessarily tell you the full story, right?
Blessings for those who have repeatedly escaped the
No, you don't have to learn the whole cast. Not at all. If anything, what you could do down the road is learn the punishable moves, but even then, it's not as critical as it is in other fighting games. Like, genuinely, it's not. Punishment is good in Caliber, but it's not the be-all. Where it would just, like, comparatively, if you were to let things go unpunished in, say, Mortal Kombat, that would be a big deal. Because there are a lot of moves in that game that are really, really powerful because they're punishable. That's not really the case in Soul Calibur. Not really. Like shit, I mean, just to give you an idea, I know veteran Caliber players who have never actually sat down and looked at frame data. They just play, and eventually you learn, like, oh, I can use this move against that move of Nightmares, right? Or stuff like that. So, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Looks like I have to give my all.
Bad to miss. No, there are other equally as important punishes for other characters in the game. Like for X, for example, if you don't know something's minus 12, you know, that's gonna hurt you, but it doesn't necessarily matter. The last time I fought Manta in ranked before Wednesday night fights, I beat him pretty bad, but then in Wednesday night fights he beat me pretty bad. It was a pretty tragic turn of events, truly. But, you know what? I'm not even worried about it. I had to mess around with my computer today. I'm just... stressful, man. Maybe that's why I'm yawning. Because, like... I was worried. Because, you know... Yeah. Not having the ability to do my online schooling in a month would have been a serious problem. So, that was a little stressful. I considered crouch throwing there. It would have been the play. Oh, no splat. Boom. Boom. Hey, bud.
You can't stop me.
Vito, how you doing? Defensive. She is. She is. Very poke-based as well, if you want to add that into the description. But yeah, you got it. The punishment's very good. The heck? What the heck? What happened to my sound? It just, like, died. What the heck? What was that? Spooked me. Hello? Okay. I don't know if it was on your guys' end, but my sound just like cut out. That was weird. Okay, what? Yeah, I don't know. That was weird. My headset wasn't generating any sound. Maybe it was Caliber having a heart attack. Who knows? That was weird.
This calls for something special.
Maybe something else is broken in my computer. What? Why is it realigning? Anyhow. Nice. Okay, here we go. Oh, we'll take that. We'll take that.
You can't stop me. How's this?
Manta, Manta, Manta. How many times do I have to do this against you for you to learn? Ah. Manta, Manta, Manta. I've hit him with that shit so many times. Oh, I knew he was gonna do it too. I knew he was gonna do it. You silly goose. Silly goose. Let me just double check my sound stuff, make sure it's not broken or something. No, we look okay. Alright. That was weird.
Let your desire for victory take.
Looks like I have to give my all.
Battle 1. Fight!
Here's another. Block this. Let 'em have it. Go.
Oopsie. Oh, I could have done the big one. I didn't react though. I was lazy. Oh, big punish. Or big block. You know, I thought it was funny on Twitter. Yoki, for those who don't know, she went to the WePlay thing. She was like, having come back from WePlay, I'm done with online Caliber. And I'm like, well, alright. Just like, how? How do you have time to be done? Oh, let's go. What? Triggered. Throw. Nice. Nice. Oh, don't punish. Oh.
Battle 3.
Yeah, what are you gonna play? Exactly, right? Like, it's cool, right? Like, if you want to just lab more, that's fine. But, like, you can't seriously think that you're not going to fall behind the curve if you stop playing, especially at your MLBC weeklies, which has good competition and 5-bar connection. Like, I just, oh, and it's Parsec. Like, I'm just tired of people complaining about online when they live in fucking New York. I'm like, no, you have zero grounds to complain about the online system. Shit.
Calls for something special.
Fight!
Shoot. Oh, we got the bar. Let's go.
Final battle.
No, I don't. None of that. It's that if you live in New York, you live in one of the densest places for playing Soul Calibur, and your weekly is held in the Parsec server, which is in New York. And you're complaining about the online when you have people like Lolo or myself who try to grind this shit out living at the edges of the Caliber Earth. You know, like, shut up. Like, No, she said playing online. It's pretty clear. Oh no! That sucks. I didn't have enough soul charge for the extension. Ree! That sucks. Regardless, if you live in New York and you're complaining about the online, I think you are just a Karen. How do you think I feel? Fucking Western Canada, bro. You know how few people play Caliber on this coast, let alone Canada? Please. That was tragic. That was cool. I didn't know that did that. I mean, I lab. Although I put in my time, I don't need to not compete to lab. Sitting in lab will do nothing for me now. Not now. The hell? Oh. I mean, sure, but that pretty much implies that you wouldn't play in ranked either, right? She'll play sets, but she won't play ranked or tournaments. Like, what logic would that make if you did one but not the other? Why would you play in the worst environment? Right? That's my point. So surely she means, you know, just online period. Other than maybe sets with her friends, right? Shit. Why? Fuck off. Why is it so awkward? Why is stepping that move so dumb? I don't know, like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. That's just how I interpret it though. Like, why would you play ranked if you didn't play tournaments, right? Wall splat? Nice. Why are we still doing this? Why are we still just fucking mantising across the whole stage? Are we done with this? Shit. Okay.
Claim the
I don't want to just hold two every time you're in this shit. Like, how is this? What are we gaining here, bro? Come on. What? That's the biggest load of bullshit I've seen all day. Bitch. What the hell? What the hell? What's happening? Telling you, bros, the Caliber servers have been dying lately. I normally have a crystal clear connection with Manta and it's cutting in and out. Or like I was trying to play with TJ McBiggs the other day. Again, always a 5-bar, and it just kept saying connection lost. Like, I don't understand. Okay.
Watch over me, Mother.
Yeah.
You can't stop me.
It just seems worse lately, for me at least.
Battle 3. Fight.
Oh wow. Not what I meant to do. Shit. What? Oh. I didn't realize.
This calls for something special.
Fight.
What do we gain from this? I'm so tired of this shit, dude. He's been doing this garbage for months, and it doesn't accomplish anything ever. Ugh. You and I both know that the only reason you're hitting me with that is because I am tired of watching you skitter across the stage. My god. Why are we still doing this? Ugh. Alright, let me use the washroom. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Sure. Um. Man. I lost so many points. No. That's it feels bad. Yeah, I lost like 1,000 points. Rip. Oh well. I will wait. Oh, thanks. Doesn't look as good not being at 70,000. But, you know, whatever. I don't care about the rank so much, or the points so much. But I do like the number to look good. Oh, yep. I like the color of S2 and the border of S2 being algal. What I don't like is that it's 2, not 1. So it makes me not number 1, it makes me number 2. Don't like that. Apparently there's Boominati team battles. Ah. Which means finding a match is gonna be difficult. Difficult. First is the worst. True. Hey, look. Oh, you just jumped on. Hurry! Hurry!
Battle 1. Fight.
Alright. Let me play this one. What the? What a sidestep. Oh, that trade's there. Okay. I stepped. Come on. Fuck. Oh, we're good. Okay. We're bad.
Battle 2. Fight.
What? Come on. What? Zedd, what are you doing? Holy, I am not in the right mindset to play right now. But I have nothing else better to do. So, here we are. Okay. Okay. What? Come on. Wow, that's not the CE input. That works. It's like a wannabe Poseidon's Tide. Ow. Ow. Bruh. Bruh. Okay. This is annoying. So random. It's like random 9Bs. I hate this fucking weapon. Why does everyone have to use a Kaz, bro? I swear this mallet makes it look smaller than it is. I swear. Like, I have no evidence to support that, but that's how I feel. Fuck this mallet. Okay. I don't hate that S1 and S2 are win rate based, but honestly, I'd kind of prefer that they just did away with the point system. Like once you got to S2. I don't know. I feel like it would just make things so much better. And instead it became a win rate leaderboard. I don't know. Ow. Or instead of matching me based on points, you're only looking at MMR at that point. I don't know. Do something dumb. Fuck, man. I hate this game. This is frustrating today. I don't know why. Normally I don't find anything that just transpired annoying, but I do right now. Bruh. Bruh. Not good. Not good.
Welcome to the
Not
stage of
good. A lot of losses will ensue if I don't fix the mental.
Soul of Xianghua.
Punishment time.
Oh, this is a fucked up stage to get. Alright. But low key, man, if I could quit playing online, I would do it. I would do it so fast. Oh, that was unfortunate. Nice. You know how much it bothers me that I can never find a real 4-bar or even 5-bar connection? Or how much it bothers me that my movement is delayed? It's very frustrating, especially as a passive player. I need that shit. Oh! I'm shocked it didn't realign, low-key. Damn it. This is tragic. No!
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh no, the low whiffed. Nice. That was nice. Nothing. It's just a pretty unbalanced stage because of primarily because of the starting position. Oh lol. That's the main reason. Like, no stage really favors close range characters on start, but this is one of the very few that actually favors longer range characters, so it's just inherently unbalanced. That's all. Oh! Nice, nice. Heyo! I don't dislike the stage other than just the conceptual fact that it does lead to like starting problems. Other than that, I don't care. I like the blend of full walls, half walls, and ring outs. I like the rectangle shape. It's different. It's not my favorite, but it's different. And I personally don't mind starting further away from the opponent because I prefer to play neutral. However, particularly when you fight Ivy, right? That's a problem. Wow. That was interesting. Right? So that, you know, if I wasn't fighting Ivy or Aswell, that's the other one. If I wasn't fighting Ivy or Aswell, I wouldn't really care. But when you fight Aswell, he gets a free weapon no matter what. There's nothing you can do to stop him. And when you're fighting Ivy, well, that, you know, that doesn't really need an explanation, I hope. Nice. Reactions. Hey, mine are pretty bad too. There's only one real way to get better at reactions if you just don't inherently have good ones. And that is comfort with a given situation. And what I mean by that is your reactions are carried by the fact that you're comfortable in any given situation and you know what you're looking for. Therefore, it's less of a reaction and more of a, oh yeah, this is what I do here. Familiarity and comfort can make up for poor reactions, to put it in other words. Oh, kick. Oh no! Okay. I thought I would have to block that. That's so awkward. And most lows are unreactable anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it. There are so few reactable lows in Soul Calibur. And even if they are, sometimes their animation is subtle, or like they look like something else, or you know, stuff like that. Too slow. Yes, Infinite Stage was actually stupid because at some point in time in that game's lifespan, I guess at the beginning, if you picked Valdo on the Infinite Stage, you took the life lead, went into Mantis, and only held 4, or 4-4, I guess I should say. The opponent would never be able to catch you. There was nothing they could do about it either. What? Okay.
Claim victory and
So, yeah. Reactions are circumvented with comfort and familiarity, basically. That's why, like, if you look at 2D games, right? 2D games, you have moves that are like 3 frames, 5 frames. That shit's not reactable. Like, In no realm of existence are those moves reactable. And yet people whiff punish them. And the reason why is even if you count the startup frames, the active frames, and the recovery frames, even that is less than a full startup of the Soul Calibur attack. Okay? But the reason it can be whiff punished, and the reason you can handle it, is because you're looking for certain things, or you've seen it so many times that you know what to do. That's... oh. That was a reaction, I just stood up too early. Yeah, so by getting more experience, reactions matter less and less and less. Now the argument is, well, how do you beat someone who has really good reactions and experience? Well, it doesn't matter. Like, it gets to a certain point where the reactions really don't matter. Especially in Calibur. Because, I'll give you an example. For me, when I make someone whiff, I don't whiff punish on reaction. I whiff punish because I knew they were gonna whiff. Right? Every decision I make in terms of, you know, my movement is to bait some sort of a whiff. Like that little step right there was in hopes of whiffing something. So I'm ready for it, I know it's gonna happen. I'm not reacting. That's not what I inputted, bro. Ugh, gross. Wow. Oh no! That was so dumb. Why did I GI there? Well, that's why it's not a certain thing you're looking for. But what you have to understand, and this just goes for every fighting game in general, is you can only factor in so much, right? You can only have, it's called a mental stack, it's a psychological thing. You can only have so much that you're considering at any given time. And so, that's why you'll hear players say, you know, being awkward is usually really good. Or at least knowing how to be awkward. Because if you're awkward, then your opponent who is, like, let's assume the opponent's equally as skilled, right? Your opponent's going to be thrown off by the things you do, and they're not looking for it, and so you're messing with their mental load. Essentially, that's how it works. Oh, what? Okay. I guess I RE'd too late. It sucks. That's why when I play, I try to only consider, like, what's the most likely option, and then what's the next most likely option, and then I maybe hit him with the third one, and that's it. I'm only ever considering 3 things, and it doesn't even... The thing is, with Tekken and Calibur, you have really big moves lists, right? But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because if you're like, alright, I'm in the opponent's face, and I'm plus. There's only, like, 5 practical things they could do. Okay? Like AA, BB, 2A, GI, and block, right? Like, I feel like that's pretty reasonable to assume. So if you factor in all of those things, and you play around those things, then you're fine. I find all the MK games to be clunky. I never like the NRS games. I find their movement just weird. Did Nox die? But yeah. So that's the thing. Being awkward. What happened? That's why That's why when you fight, like, that's why when a Cervantes player, that's how a Cervantes player can feel like they're just so on point with the spacing. This is just an example.
Welcome to the stage of
Really
history
slow.
retold.
You mean like you or your system?
Let's do
Soul
this.
of Xianghua.
When a Cervantes player just feels like they're spacing everything out perfectly, right? Or just with punishing everything, it's because he only has to worry about like a couple of moves you could possibly do. So he's ready for all of them, right? It's not that he's some godlike player, you know? Doesn't matter if you're Sonic Fox, Taquito, Leffen, Party Wolf, Skill. It doesn't matter. All those players can only consider so many options. So, you just have to play in a way that limits the opponent's options and maximizes yours. Alright, this is dumb. This is what I meant, by the way. Chat. Caliber just says, hell no, bro. We play fine for, well, decent for 3 games, and now it's just like, no. Yeah. It's not actually a 1 bar. It's just, yeah. I hate this. How do you be more awkward? That's the same thing as being not predictable, right? Being awkward comes from being less predictable, and I don't know, let me check my... I don't think I'm having any dips, but let me check. Nope. Nope. Messing around with your timing and being unpredictable will... Messing with timing plus
Welcome to the
unpredictability
stage of
equals
history
being awkward.
retold.
And the way to be less predictable is to change up your timing, and it all comes down to timing at the end of the day. If someone has your timing, usually the way to know is you're getting counter hit a lot, you feel like you're unable to really do anything, every GI you do is whiffing, or stuff like that, right? That's how you know your timing is off. Yeah, being random, yeah. And that's why, you know, okay, this is what I was talking about, chat. This shit's been happening to me for only like the last week or so. People I normally have zero difficulties playing, and it doesn't let us connect, even though the games before worked just fine. This is so stupid. I hate this game. I hate this netcode. It's such a joke. I don't know. Like, how is it we play fine for 3 games straight, right? Like, and it's not even Tuesday, bro. I would expect this on a Tuesday. I mean, if you want to try to host, go for it, but this exact thing was happening with me and McBiggs the other day, and I wasn't even streaming, for the record. So like, it's not that. And then we went to play the next day and it was fine, and then the day after that, it was shitty again. Like it's back end update, maybe. Maybe, please. It's not a regional thing, no.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
All right, here we go. Ready? I'm just gonna pick a regular Shonghua.
Let's do this.
Then I'm gonna manually choose the stage.
I'll end this in no time.
Let's go snow. I'm not tabbed. I'm not anything.
A single
See,
splash can
like,
complete-
oh my, this game is so stupid.
I'm going to have fun with you.
Battle 1. Fight!
It's me. Oh yeah, sure. You could say that if it wasn't a matter of, like it's peer-to-peer, so we played fine for 3 games, then we couldn't play for 3 tries, and now we're gonna play for what, 3 games? And it's gonna go to shit again? I'm ready.
Battle 2. Fight!
Oh. Oh. Take those. What? Man. Nice. The thing is, too, I was gonna say, in regards to being awkward, if you don't need to, then don't. Right? Oh, why didn't I see E? God, I'm not playing well today at all. Yeah, you don't need to be awkward if playing fine is working. And for the record, playing awkward is a skill. One that I am not too great at. Admittedly. Supposed to be Wall Rising B. Oh. Wow. Ah. Yeah, when Huang came out, a lot of people were saying the same thing, that the online was feeling dumb. Wow, let's go. Damn.
Come now. I need a bit more fun than that.
In-game ads, right?
Battle 1.
Isn't it the dumbest shit ever? If it was like a free-to-play game, then it would be fine, right? But it ain't. Oh my god. Why? Why do you just get to do that on block for free pressure? Oh, I hate that move. It's the only move that Ivy has that I'm just like, really? It's not even CS, man. I don't care about CS. It's fucking Serpent's Embrace B, 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 B. Such a ridiculous move. Retracts, hits grounded, good damage, huge plus frames, huge guard damage, break attack. It's like, wow, man.
Battle 2.
Wow, man. What more do you want this move to do? It's like 4B8, but like 4B8 at least can be, you know, avoided. Serpent's Embrace B, you're just fucked. You gotta hold that shit. Ooh, I like that. Is that to like catch GI, I guess? Hello? Oh no! Oh! Oh, that was supposed to be CE. I got lucky.
Fight!
Wow, Dipper, let's go. Oh, wow. 2 more frames and I had a hit. Look at this. Look at that shit. Why does she need to do that much damage? Oh, no! X, no! X, no! Shit. It's behind a just frame. I guess, but even, you know, lower level IVs do it just fine. I can't seem to do it. It's just a rhythm. I don't know the rhythm. I'm better at speed just frames rather than timing ones, personally. Ooh, nice. Oh, she got up out of PXS just in the nick of not so much time. Oh no, you went backwards. Oh, we still got her. Let's go. Jeez.
That's great. This calls for something special.
I mean, I stay down a lot. It's a good strategy. Oh, okay. That was awkward. Damn. I don't duck that as much as I should. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Alright. Oh, hey, Mathlete. Oh, that was awful. Oh my lord. That was terrible.
The battle is over.
Calm down. I need a bit more fun than that.
Buffer system? No.
Battle 1. Fight.
They did change how the movement buffer worked though, to help prevent random jumps and stuff. And that was pretty effective. But no. And I think in doing so, they made it so that the buffers weren't lasting as long. That was the reason. It was like, oh, that was misinput. They would do like, you know, you go to do a move outside a block, but it's read as like the movement and then release block, then the button. That's basically what was happening. So they fixed that. LOL, you can step that? What? Wow. Let's go. Oh my god. I look like a Chad with that kind of play. Even though it was totally unintentional. Well, it was intended to step, but I didn't know if it would work. That's what I should have said. I didn't know that was gonna work. And I didn't. I'll let him know though. I can do her throws pretty easily. A lot of people have tried to tell me that doing the throws on hitbox is harder than a stick or pad. I disagree. I think they're easier. Actually. Having done them on stick and pad. No splat. Oh. I wish I had a useful unblockable. No! Okay, there it is.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Justice will prevail.
They are cheesy. Okay, so we had 3 successful games, and then it fucking died, and now we just had 3 successful games. Let's see what happened. Oh, here we go. We're in. Oh, I should have stayed down. Crouch. Ew.
Ready? Forget it.
That was weird. Damn. Oh god. Why do I always step duck? There's no reason to step. But I do it anyway. Oh. Yeah, a lot of the unblockable setups are just gimmicks anyway, even if they are quote-unquote real, like Astaroth, Haomaru, Cassandra, Sophie, they're all just gimmicks. Once you know them, they're not so bad. Well, the idea with the throws on hitbox, and the reason why people would argue that they're easier, is you can just sort of dial them up on the sticker pad easier. But the hitbox, like, I'll admit, you can't just be buffering inputs on the hitbox, otherwise you're going to have a really fucked up time with your life. But what you can do... Damn. What you can do is do them faster. So that's the trade-off. Like, you can't just dial them up behind everything. Otherwise, you'd be typing an essay with your left hand, and that just would not work very well at all. Damn it. What? Okay. Oh no! I hit a button. Oh no, no. Yeah. Did she have it? Yeah, she did. Oh, I don't think we knew about it. Honestly. She has her one that hits low, and then the other one that, the Quake. They're both useful. But they're gimmicks, so. Oh. Fucking misinputs, bro. Oh, jeez. Oh no! Let me play the game! What the fuck? Look at that shit. Oh my lord.
Stand. Fight to your last.
The stomp. Well, the stomp. So the stomp you can tech to the right or left, and then low block. And that should work consistently. And then the low one, you can either roll under her, or you can roll to the left twice. So I always just roll to the left. Roll or tech to the left. That's what I do. Now, granted, as X, I don't have to take either of those, but I'm just saying. When I see a cast, try it. That's how you deal with it. Oh, I got lucky. Or stomp. Sorry, yeah, stomp. Not the low. Sorry.
Looks like
Battle 1. Fight.
Either way, those tech trap situations, or those unblockables, the fact that you can just deal with them the same way, you know? It's just, if you don't know about it, then they seem really strong, or if you're not ready for it, then they seem really strong. And for the record, she has ways to tech trap you to the left anyway. Wow, I'm surprised that worked. So it's not like it's free, but... Soul Charge. I don't really like Soul Charge. I like the idea, but I don't like the balance of it. I preferred Brave Edges. And I don't want them to be broken. I prefer the option to just buff a move when I want. I find there's more flexibility there. Wow, that was fucked. Whereas Soul Charge just lacks creativity and flexibility. I think it's boring. Cervantes pops Soul Charge. Now you just have to sit there and not play the game. Like, it's just, that's not fun. That's not enjoyable. Aswell Soul Charges. I don't think it's very strong. Like, I don't think he's very good, but the point being Aswell popped Soul Charge and now his weakness just doesn't exist. Like his, or not his weakness, but his gimmick, like, you know, not having access to the other weapons. It's like, really? I don't know. I think it's dumb.
Something special.
But if we compare it to the older games where it was just a state of being, yeah, no, that was stupid. That was just dumb. Okay. Hard reading. I should have let it rip. I had no faith. I don't think 5 had any sort of soul charge or soul buff. All the other ones did to some degree, though. Oh!
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
Come now. I need a bit more fun than that.
I would like if they just kept Soul Charge and Soul Attack and CE and then just gave everyone, it doesn't have to be a lot, like just keep it like Yoshi or Geralt where you have like maybe 3-4 Brave Edges per character. I don't see how that hurts the game. Sure, it might make balance a little more complicated, but it allows for more freedom. And then if you had a character like Xianghua who had a relatively weaker Soul Charge, then you wouldn't have to fuck around with it too much if her Brave Edges were decent. Now I wouldn't do it like how you do Yoshi and Geralt where they just get endless amounts of their Brave Edges. I think if you did that on every character, that could be a bit crazy. Like look at Nightmare, right? He's a great example of what would happen if we had Brave Edges on everybody. That would be spooky if you could just use them constantly. So I would want to see some kind of a rework there. Or like if they still costed half a Soul Charge timer, then that's cool, right? Or if they were less than half, then whatever was remaining. Wow. I wouldn't want them to be like Geralt's signs where you could just go like art, art, art. That would be dumb. Now, someone asked me about the writing. I think it's I think it's, I mean, I have to think about who the game is catered towards, though, right? Like, it is rated T for teen. I think the plot points are pretty shallow. I think they have a lot of stories to tell, but they're trying to tell too many at once. Like, am I the only one who wants to know more about alchemy? Like, or this order that Grow is part of, or what's the deal with Algol's son? Like, there's just so little that they explore. Maybe the origins of Soul Edge? Like, no, we don't have any of that. No one gives a shit about Kill It going evil, bro. I'm sorry. We don't care. That doesn't need to be the main plot point. Like seriously. Who cares? There are way more interesting things you could have told us. Make Grow the main character. Change it up, man. Like, I was actually, low-key, I was disappointed that it was just this Killick story again. I was really looking forward to a fresh take on the game, but granted they did say it was a soft reboot, so I was like, alright, well, fine. But, you know. Why do I ever backbreak against Ivy? Like, why do I even bother? What's the point? If she fucks up CS, it's a forward throw. And SS is unbreakable, so, you know. What? That caught my +2 pushback backstep? Fuck off. Jesus. I didn't know she could CS and grab my backstep there. That's good to know, though. I'll keep that in mind going forward. Bruh. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Oh, miss. Oh. Yusung, how's it going? Oh. Nightmare Soul Charge sucks. Yeah, you're right.
A single battle one. Fight.
Spazzy uniforms. That was just an example, right? But like, I don't know. Feel like being, you know, holding back Malfested from Soul Edge. Fuck it, just commit to it. Make him an evil character in a game for once. Don't be a bitch, you know? You think I was fighting Saiyan right now or something? Oh, I tried to GI. I guess you can't. No. No. No! My spacing.
Battle two. Fight.
No. See, the problem with 5 story was it was bad. 5 story was awful. You got Patroclus and Pyrrha as our protagonists. Pyrrha's just a whiny bitch, and Patroclus doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And it's not even like anime where they have a good arc. No, Alphapad is just an idiot too. Like, justice, and why the fuck, where's my wall splat? And, you know, stuff like that. And Pyrrha's just like, I'm Malfested now. And then she has a really crazy ass scream that sounds great. But like, you know, that's not interesting. I didn't find it interesting.
Something special.
So yeah, it's not like the characters weren't the problem in 5. I don't think that's what people had a bigger problem with. What people had a problem with was you made these new characters fucking morons. Like Shiba, Leisha, Patroclus, and Pyrrha. Natsu. Nobody gave a shit! They were stupid! So if they made them likable characters, right? Or have better stories, I don't think people would have cared. I think it's cool, actually, that we got like the offspring, right? It's a good thing. You don't see that. You don't see that ever. Like, fighting games are just, they're so stuck on their OG roster, you know? I think it's really cool. Like, Tekken's the exception where they have the parents and the kids. But, you know, we've had them for so long. I thought it was cool. I want me some steam buns! Bro, shut up, Naruto. Like, fucking Goku. And God, Leisha had no bearing on the story whatsoever. Leisha was just an idiot. She was just along for the ride. She was the Maxi of the story. She just, even though Maxi was in the game, she was along for the ride. Oh, jeez. Natsu is dope, but they didn't give us enough on her story. The idea of Natsu was cool, like she was possessed by the demon Arahabaki. That's cool as shit. And she was a relatively cool character, but we didn't really get more on that. Shiva was supposed to blend Mina and Killik, I think. That was the idea. Oh, that was awkward. But no, Pyrrha and Patroclus were just so awful. So awful. They were so bad. Alpha Pat and Pure Omega were equally as bad. Like, Alpha Pat's dialogue was just awful. And Pure Omega, she sounded cool, but she had no story. She was just like, I'm sad! Ree! Let me stab you! Haha. Ezio, yeah.
Just kidding.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Yeah, if they made the story and the characters interesting, it would have been fine, because you still had the same styles. So it was fine. We weren't missing anything too dramatic from 5 in terms of fighting style. So. Holy shit. Ooh, you went for the kick. Go for meter. I still love Leisha. Like, I like her design, I liked her aesthetic, I really liked her gameplay. I still like co-mained her and Viola, so like, I just mean as a character, I didn't find Leisha interesting at all. She was so just there. She was the Ron Weasley, like, you know. Doesn't do anything until the end of the story. That was Leisha. Yeah, Patroclus' fighting style was really cool. It was a good take on the sword and shield. A more brawler version of it. Oopsie. I thought that was full crouch WB. Oh lord, I teched. Z. Soul Chronicles? What do you mean? Like the... I know what you mean. Yeah, actually, like, here's the thing. The Caliber lore is pretty good. Like, the more overall narrative as to why, like, what's going on in the world is pretty good. It's interesting. There's a lot of, like, royalty. There's a lot of, like wars. It's very Witcher-esque, actually. It's very Witcher-esque. A lot of different nations and kings and all jockeying for control. It's pretty good, and there's a lot of names that are thrown around that you kind of want to know more about. Like my boy Aeon was a prince. Warrior prince who fought on the front lines. Like Pog, bro. He's a fucking side character and he has a more interesting story than our main characters. Like, homie, gee. That's not okay. Ivy could be a hella interesting character if they would tell us more about alchemy. Give me more about the Valentine family. Give it to me! Oh. Could have lethal hit that. Wow, that that avoided that. Damn, bro.
Battle 3. Fight.
Yeah, I agree. Pyrrha was more Cassandra-esque and Omega was more Sophie-esque, but neither of them really fit the bill of either. It was weird. That one was sort of a weird departure. Like, I know Sophie mains weren't happy. Neither felt right. Just be thankful you're not a Yoshi main. You get a new character every game. Nice. Wow. Wow. Yeah, her 2P costume is really tight. I would love that to be in this game.
Just kidding.
You're in need of some discipline.
Yeah, I think 5 only had one story mode, although I could be wrong. I don't remember. Oh yeah, and 3 mimic characters? Yeah, that didn't work for me at all. That didn't work for me at all. Keep the children of Patty and Pyrrha, but just make Elysium Sophie. Everyone would be happy. Because she is Sophie. Uh-oh. What? Who clashes with that? Oh my. That moves I-30 and we clashed. Are you serious?
Something special.
Wow. Wow. Mario. Oh, I was right. I was just too quick to the draw. Gotcha. Yeah, alchemy needs more development. It needs to be like it's sort of the Calibur's magic system, but not really. I would love more development on that. Like if we learn in like SC7 that Aeon, not Aeon, Aswell was like an alchemist, and we learn more about that instead of just saying he's a scientist. Like why? Why'd you retcon? Not retcon, but like why would you introduce him as a scientist? Like come on, why not loop? You know, like to me that's a missed opportunity is what it is. They missed the opportunity to introduce alchemy in a more meaningful way. To me, that's just... Come on, man. Oh, okay. Sure, Caliber. I haven't labbed I-30 clashes. No. No. But if I did, that's a level 3 strong horizontal. Oh, I could have seen that.
Battle 2. Fight.
Different each. Yeah, true. Ivy is different. Other than her grabs. I like this iteration of Ivy, but I think I preferred her having like a ton of different stances. I just think that that's more fun and playful. It was sort of as wellish, where it was like you had different options at different times. So maybe that's why they went to simplify it, because they were already bringing in that idea. Wow. I just tech crouched that. Let's go. Haha. Let's go. Nice. Oh, tried stepping. Guess it too late. Oh no! What? What is happening? Man, you know, 8KK or 9KK 2K is one of the strangest inputs in this game. Kingdom in you. Yep.
Just kidding.
Discipline.
Fight!
Five overall was okay, but they changed a lot, so a lot of characters didn't even play the same, mostly because of the system mechanics. Because you have to remember that just guarding was a thing, and it basically butchered a lot of characters.
Final
Something
battle!
special.
Fight!
So you couldn't play characters how you would have in other games. What? Come on. Wow. Oh, I GI'd. Okay. Did it again.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
Justice will prevail. Let's
Battle 1. Fight!
I think season 3 is wiser. I think what they have here is really good, but I would like to see more. God, I'm off axis. I'd like to see more development of the ideas. Play around with the idea of soul charge more. We still need to change some characters too.
Battle 2. Fight!
Yes. Caliber 5 was great if Just Guard didn't exist. Truly, like, it was fairly good. Like, it has issues. Every fighter does, unless it's like a modern fighter where it has continued support, right? But if we got rid of Just Guard, that game would have been loads better. But of course, make GI not cost bar. That was just fucked. That, yeah. Why do I...
Another prisoner to the thorns.
Why is it when I do AA and you just guard it, I get launch punished?
something special.
You see, like, that's some bullshit. I don't care who you are. That's some bullshit. Yeah, it really was. Oh no. Winnable. Oh. Winnable. Nope.
I need a bit more fun than that.
Yeah, so the lore, like the universe of the Caliber series is quite good, but
Welcome to
the individual
stage of
character
history.
stories are lacking. Again, why does Aeon have a better story than 90% of the people on this roster?
I swear on my name, I will prevail.
I mean, I don't know the reason why SC5 GI costed bar, but the fact that a re-GI didn't cost bar, or it was like half the cost, like it was 25%, something like that. Dumb, bro. Just dumb. Like, really limiting gameplay design. Wow, why are we having like perfect hitboxes? You know what I mean? Like, wow, I didn't punish that. Trash. Wow.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Yes. Yeah. The second patch of Caliber 5 was stupid. It was dumb as shit. It did tone down Viola, but she was still ridiculous. Oh.
That's great.
Battle 3. Fight.
Yeah, released SC5 Nightmare was fucked. Fought Hilde in a while. That's cool.
No way. Watch over me, mother.
No, he literally has the best lore. And he's not a bad character. Like,
Battle 4.
in terms of like good versus evil, he's not a bad guy. Could have lethal hit that. What? What? Alright. Backstab. Hell yeah. Oops. Oops. Yikes. Oh, goodbye. Hello, darkness. Oh, that was a mispunish. Steam bun. Got a problem with my steam buns? Bruh. Resolve! Oh shit. No! No, 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 no. No punish. Lol. Do you want some steam buns? Hmm? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No way. Oh.
The battle is over.
Bottom 5? Yeah, Aeon wasn't a good character in terms of power. What I like about X? All of it. Her attitude, her outfit, her weapon, fighting style.
Battle 1. Fight.
Her counter-based defense and lethal hits. The fact she has an answer for every single situation in the game. And you can't say that about any other character. Whether it's crouch throw, crybaby, I-10, I-12 vertical, auto GI, sidestep tech crouch at frame 2, like, she has it all. Or like a tech crouch at frame 2, that's super rare. So everything. We have anti-RE and GI mechanics, we have stagger pressure, we have, like, we're not missing anything. Literally. And then, yeah, she's just more defensive focused than a lot of the cast. Oopsie. Misinputted a back throw there. Yeah, she's more defensive oriented than a lot of the people on the roster, and that's important to me. Yeah, the fact we still don't have a Seong Dojang is super trash. Super trash.
Battle 3. Fight.
Custom X is not that great. My Custom X is colored after my sponsor. And it's the best way to make black and yellow look good. Oh, could have auto-jagged that. Nice, I like that jump. Forward throw.
Battle 4. Fight.
Yeah, Luminary. Ew. No, I didn't. I've never made a Shanghua custom. Up until this one. Because X's default colors used to be the correct colors for the team I was on before. Blue, yellow, and white. So in tournament I use color 2 because it's black, white, and then you have the gold, so that, you know, that works. Ow. But if I'm playing on my own, I'll use this. Yeah. Can catch him with the gimmicks.
Playing.
Yeah, it is. White, yellow, black.
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh, the tech crouch, the tech crouch. Nice. Fatty tech trap. Double fatty tech trap.
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh, jeez. Ha, let's go.
Battle 3.
Oh. Oopsie. God, yeah, I'm playing like ass. Oh, it's already safe. Nice. Yeah. Nobody actually GIs that third hit.
Battle 4. Fight.
What? Come on, bro. Nice. What? Damn, bro.
Consider this loss an honor.
Chinese girl.
I have no time for silly games. Now, fight.
A single.
Is post GI lethal's only level 1 GI? No, it's not. No one's post GI lethal hit is level 1. Cervantes isn't free either. He has
Battle 2.
issues getting a life lead back, or the couple of characters who outrange him, he can have a pretty hard time dealing with. Or the other thing, just playstyle wise, if you can match his neutral, he's not so scary. But he's far from free. All of his big damage sources, like his launchers and stuff, big risk. He has a level 2, it's his flip, but you can re-GI it. It's not uncommon. A lot of characters have a post-GI lethal hit at level 2. X doesn't. But instead we can see Eon level 2 for equally as threatening situation. So. Nice. Nice. I was crouching. That's actually something X doesn't have. Her tech crouching frames on her full crouch or while rising moves sucks. Like she does not remain tech crouching at all. Like other than while rising A, yeah, it's awful. Oh no! Ah, I didn't realize she was back turn. I could have gotten the back throw there for comparable damage. I didn't need to spend the cash. That's okay. That was still optimal, but I don't think that was necessary. Definitely could have just done crouch back throw. Been fine. Nice.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
We have pride, and we
Oh,
have
if you GI it.
altars.
I mean, so. Yep, no.
1. Fight.
Game was way before, like way off my radar by the time it would have mattered. I only played Soul Calibur until MK9. And then I played MK9, Soul Calibur, and then I didn't play any other fighting game until Tekken 7, a year before Soul Calibur 6 came out. So basically any franchise that hasn't seen a release or, you know, any sort of popular mainstream since pre-Tekken 7, or pre-Soul Calibur 6 is more appropriate, I couldn't tell you. Or I haven't played.
Battle 2. Fight.
Waffle. Yeah. Wow, no splat.
Battle 3. Fight.
Yeah, but isn't that just like a relaunch of a game that already exists? I'm not about that life either. Like, Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Who gives a fuck? Like, who asked? Nobody. Or the biggest fucking absurdity? WoW Classic. Are you fucking serious? Let's resell this game that we already have for the same price that it was when we made it, just so people have the original experience, and we'll patch it better this time. Are you serious? And no one's talking about it. No one's talking about how stupid that shit is. Like, why? Oh my gosh. Warcraft 3 remastered. Who asked? But cool. Oh wait, it's not actually remastered. It's actually the exact same game. No way.
And bask in the glory.
You're streaming using OBS. How do you connect it to Twitch? It's the same as you connect it to anywhere else. You have to have your stream key. And then you go to output, I think it's called, in the settings. Pick what streaming service you're using, what server you're going to be using. So like for me, I'm using US West Seattle. And then you have to put in your stream key, which you'll find in your account settings on Twitch. Dipper? Damn. Oh, yikes. Ow, big boot.
Victory. Battle 2. Fight.
Skyrim, yeah. Oh my gosh. Subbed to my YouTube? Hey, thanks. The best. Oh. Killed her. 4. And she was fucking ridiculous. Oh no. Oh, I was too late. Oh, yeah, but I got the counter. Oh wow, okay. I was expecting soul charge, not wake up shoulder. I see you, I see you. Oh god. I wish I had 1,000 Hori mids. I wish I had a mid break attack. Where's that? Why do you get like 6? Okay, yeah. Fuck, man.
This victory brings my people hope.
Are they worth going for?
Battle One. Fight.
That depends. Depends on things like, are you trying to use them as a string? Are you trying to just use them as a read? What are you trying to use them for? That depends. That will change if it's worth it.
Haughty fool!
Wow, that was random.
Battle 2. Fight.
Because if you're using her auto-jazz and strings, as I did, you know, against the red sword move, that's perfect. That's what you should be using them for. Every single chance you can. But, like that, right there. That's what you want to do. Every single chance you get, if you learn all those nice spots. Wow, nice. But just in the neutral, no. And as a read, no. Not until you get more comfortable with the game. And know why you're doing what you're doing. Well, like, there's a setup for it. You can be -8 and then use an auto-GI and you'll catch 12 frame moves or slower. So, like, you could do 2-2B and then auto-GI, and that works.
Battle 3.
But it's a hard read. Right? So. Oh, wow.
Battle 4. Fight.
Mods? No, never. I couldn't be bothered. Mods just come with so many problems. Like, crashes your game randomly, or like corrupts your save data randomly, or... And I'm just like, you know what? You know, I would rather play the game the way it was intended to be played. That's always my thing. No exceptions either.
Final battle. Fight.
AJ on Maxi? Yep. They're good to... Yeah, that's one of the few matchups it's good to just throw him out there when he's stancing. If you know what moves he has in stance. Because in some stances they're useless. Just due to like startup frames and stuff. But if you know what he's doing, yeah. One of the best matchups. We're one of his worst matchups, and he's one of our best. Maxi is fucking free low. If anyone tells you otherwise, it's because they don't know the matchup.
The battle.
Standing K. No, I wouldn't use it on Oki necessarily. It's a 12 frame move. Every character has one for the most part. It's good, but use it more as a punish.
1. Fight.
Don't try to interrupt Oki. That's just a bad idea. It'll work sometimes, but generally it's not worth it. Because that's where something we call meaties comes into play. Where the opponent will do something and you're not allowed to hit a button because you're gonna get hit. Right? And it's not better, it's not wise to bank on bad Oki and just throw it out.
Battle 2. Fight.
Not a good idea. If anything, use Crybaby. If you're trying to use a move for that purpose, use Crybaby. That's exactly what it's for. Interrupting Oki. Oh my gosh. Tried to GI, but... Oh no, I thought it was full crouch 3B! Oh. That was my bad. Misinput. Misinput.
Battle 3. Fight.
Oh. use 6A plus B against stance character? That's not necessarily a good rule of thumb. Stop comparing this game to 2. I don't mean that in a rude way, but just stop. Like, nothing that you know about 2 is relevant to this game at all. Alright? I'm gonna just tell you that straight up. Anything you know from Soul Calibur 2 means absolutely nothing in Soul Calibur 6. That will make your life so much easier. Not even the movement works the same. Not even the grab breaks are the same, for goodness sake. The frame data conceptually is different. A lot of stuff used to be plus in that game. It's minus here. You can just... yeah. Forget about that mindset. Take the game for what it is. Things will be a bit more clear. Again, I don't mean it rudely. More constructive. Soul Calibur 6 plays nothing like its predecessors.
Consider this loss an honor. No more
Final
games.
battle.
The only thing that remains relevant is spacing weapons. That's it. And the ring outs. Like, the most vaguest of vagaries that makes Soul Calibur special. Weapons and ring outs. That stays the same. Oh, jeez. Shoot. Wow! What? Okay. I was trying to soul charge, bro. Alright.
Claim
Whatever, dude.
victory and bask in the glory.
Impressive. I could use a soldier like you.
Maxi ain't top tier. Whoever's saying that is full of drugs.
Battle 1. Fight.
Purge the muscle memory. See, I don't see how that's true. 2 came out way too long ago. Unless you were literally playing it within the last year. I played all the Calibur games, so I do fine.
Forgive me. That's great.
Victory goes to the last one. Battle 2. Fight.
I can do this.
Oh. Nice. Oh! We had the exact same idea. Why am I not punishing that? I have no idea. I'm also trying to get a bigger payoff there off of their 6A when I don't need to. Months ago? What? Then what muscle memory, man?
This loss.
You've only played for 2 months. It wouldn't be relevant.
Battle 3. Fight.
And I would not challenge Oki in that game with a while standing K either way. Just for the record.
Fight.
Oh. Again though, if I can put in, 4 to 6 hours a day, every day, of every Soul Calibur game, pick up the new Soul Calibur game and be fine in the first, week. I'm sure you're fine.
Final battle. Fight.
Sure you're fine. KOF 15. I think the game looks awful, to be honest. Damn, I missed the auto GI there. Pretty free. Nice.
Just kidding.
The battle is over. Show respect.
It's just 3D graphically. When people say, like, when I read the term 3D, I get confused. I'm like, but it's not a 3D game.
Battle 1.
Then I realize, oh, it's just graphically. I see, I see. No, I think the game looks awful. Like, I think it looks super outdated, first off. Like, I don't like the visual direction they took. Just looks archaic. It just looks like a budget Street Fighter. Like, you know, I just... And the gameplay trailers don't show me any evidence to say that that's not true.
Battle 2. Fight.
Like, and I've never played KOF, right? So I'm looking at it as someone who's never played it before, and that's not good. Like, this is my first impressions, right? I don't know anything about the game. And it just looks like a really budget indie game, and yet it's made by a AAA company. Like, hello? Maybe not AAA. Maybe not AAA. But, you know. That's my first impression, that it looks budget. Okay. Not a good look.
No way. You can't stop me. Just kidding.
Yeah, that's what I said. Not quite AAA. I take that back. Oh, it didn't auto GI? Bummer. Oh, the tech crouch. I also... Yeah, the only thing I know about KOF is KOF 13's bullshit trials. And so again, if I'm looking at it as someone who's never played, KOF 13's bullshit on top of the awful looking design of KOF 15, yeah, that's a no-go. That's a no-go for me. I'm not even going to consider that game. They've shown me zero evidence that I would enjoy anything about that game. Looks budget. KOF 13 has a nasty... wow, okay, she goes a lot farther than I thought. Reputation. Ow. What? But I did the thing, but I did the thing.
Battle 2. Fight.
Yeah, it just looks bad visually. And like, I don't even mean the 3D graphics. I mean, it looks bland. It looks boring. There's nothing interesting there for me. And I'm not even necessarily the kind of guy who needs spectacle either. And it looks boring. Like, so imagine how just sort of a casual viewer thinks about that game. The game does not look fun. Like, it does not look interesting. It's like Sam Showdown. Nobody cares. That game does not look cool. It looks awful. Oh lord. No I-18 punish. Hurry! Also, you mentioned inputs to make them easier, but like when that's not really clear, it's awful, right? Like, I shouldn't have to go to the internet to figure out how to do a fucking combo. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas the buffer system in Caliber, you'll realize it right away. Like, the moment you try to input something too early, it'll work, and you'll be like, oh, that's not tight at all. Like, and you'll see right quick, like, oh, I don't have to be precise. Okay. Like it makes sense, even though it's not clearly stated. It's you'll realize it right away. For the most part, or at least people I've talked to who have played other fighters, they're like, "Why is this system so easy?" But you know, that conversation usually starts with, "Why am I dropping combos when I'm doing them like spot on? Am I supposed to delay?" And I'm like, "No, you just have a ginormous input window." And they're like, "Oh," and then they never drop them again. Like it's easy. This game's combos are so easy. I love it. I'm not a combo monkey, so. Oh. No dice on the GI? Nice. I wouldn't have soul attacked there, but I had the bar, so. That's still combos? Even if I let her rip? That's wild, dude. Didn't know that. Oh, they didn't catch? No. Duck. Oh. Oh, no.
The battle is over. Show respect for the fallen who fought so bravely.
I have no time for silly games. Now, fight me with all your resolve.
All right. I'm gonna do first to 2 against whatever character he
Welcome to the
picks.
stage of history.
Then I'm gonna call it there so I can take a break before Wednesday night fights.
Let's do this.
It's in an hour, hence why I'm gonna wrap it up here.
Actions, not words.
Yeah, the combos in those games, like, they're not frame tight like you know, some Street Fighter ones, or at least older Street Fighters. They're more like Mortal Kombat in terms of their, like, they're doable. But I think that having played pretty much all versions of combos in a fighting game, Tekken and Caliber definitely have it the easiest. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. And Caliber even more so, because Tekken actually has like micro dashes and shit. We don't have any of that. We don't. There are so few difficult combos in this game. Oh jeez. Why am I crouching? I'm trying to step here.
That's great.
Battle 2. Fight.
What do I like about X? Everything. Do you want my casual answer or my competitive answer? Because they're different.
Face your pain.
What?
Battle 3. Fight.
Competitively speaking, I like that she doesn't have to take any risks, and that she has counters to every situation in the game. And having the reliability of an I-12CE is really important for me, as my reactions are pretty shit. And so having that extra, or not extra, having the reliability of a 12-frame super with I-frames, so it's really hard to fuck up punishes with the CE. It's important. For a moment, I genuinely forgot that the third hit was only on hit. Ah, I was looking for it too, and it wasn't until after I was like, oh, right. Damn it. So yeah, the safety, the I-12 CE, and just her answers to every situation, really important to me. Casual answer is I really like her aesthetic. She's really fluid. She's one of the most fluid characters in the game, and by fluid I mean not only visually, but you can sequence a lot of her stuff any way you want. You can stagger pressure with this character more than most in the game, more than almost all of them actually. Yeah, and she just has a lot of tools to have fun with and get creative with. Oh. Oh! I crouched.
Hurry up and run. Run to someone you care for.
Battle 1. Fight.
You can stagger with so many moves. Any string is staggerable. 6A is not a great stagger because the low is reactable. I use 6A for other reasons. It's just things like 3A, 6B, full crouch 3A, AA, BB. She just has so many things that make the opponent pause, right? That's what stagger pressure means, essentially. A reason to stagger your offense. Many characters don't have relevant staggerable strings. Like, the only time you'll, like, genuinely, the only time you'll see stagger pressure really be a thing is, like, Talon, X, and Tira. That's, like, off the top of my head, I'm pretty sure that's it. So. Fuck, I did it again. Oh my god. Ugh. I don't see 1A very much. It sounds so dumb that I don't, you know, have it ingrained on the answer for that, but it's true. It's not a very good move. A very, very risky minus on hit low. Why bother when she has so many other good lows? Oh, jeez. That combo sucks on the oval stage, or the circle stage. It's a real combo. It just sucks on this stage. I thought I stepped far enough, but I guess I didn't. Ow. The other thing I guess I could just add in with X is she's a very defensive character, and I'm a very defensive player. Bummer. Too late on the punish. You missed. Fuck, it hits PXS. Okay, one more. Win or lose.
This is the work of fate. I merely played my part.
Thinking about Setsuka,
Gain victory and bask in the glory.
she's cool,
Hurry up and run. Run
but
to
you're gonna face the same problem whether it's competitive or casual, and that is Execution problems.
Battle 1. Fight.
I think she sucks casually. Like, this is not a fun character to play. She does not feel fun at a casual level because it's not the execution either. It's the amount of work you have to put in to actually win with her. She doesn't have like that explosiveness that you want. Wow! So, I think the only reason you'd want to pick sets casually is if you think she looks cool. Which I guess is true. But competitively too, I don't think that she's bad, but you're going to face the problems of you got to get those optimals. And for a lot of people in nervous, high-pressure situations, that's quite difficult. Taki, Raph, same thing. Oh, okay. Random.
Battle 3. Fight.
Oh, wow.
Battle 4. Fight.
She's a very, she's a character who would actually fit me really, really well. I just couldn't be bothered to land those combos, and I don't think I'd be able to consistently. Oh, I should have stayed down for a hair more. Hey, we're good. Oh my gosh, dude. Back throw. Damn, bro. Alright. Oh my gosh.
I merely played my part. Hurry up and run. Run to someone you care for.
GG's. Alright. Well, Peter didn't die, so I guess we're, you know, I guess we're on the right track, aren't we? Yeah, it was good. Other than the the random connection issues at the start. Very weird. Oh, what? Deus Ex Kylo's across 2 days this time? Ooh. I didn't know that. That's smart. It lasted a really long time the first time. So I'm okay with that. Yeah, she gains more meter on her combos, and if you land all the just frames in the optimal combos, you have to consider that you're dealing like, you know, like 5 extra damage on all of those just frames. So it adds up. It adds up. But you have to hit all of them. Like that's the trick, right? It's not worth it if you don't hit them all. So that's like that's where the balance is with her. Like that's where you know, do you want to commit to that kind of a character? If, like, for example, you don't need to land a just frame twister to finish the just frame twister combo. Like, you can do twister twister. But the thing is, you're missing out on that meter and you're missing out on the 5 extra damage. Which, again, adds up. So, yeah. She does deal higher than normal damage, but you have to hit the just frames. It's really that simple. Not simple to do, but the concept is that simple. But yeah. So yeah, computer's not dead, I guess. We'll see. But the fact that that even happened at all makes me think that, you know, I'm going to have to get something else soon. Otherwise, we're going to be in trouble. Damage, yes, they do the amount the same, but her meter gain in combos, if you land all the just frames, it's pretty good. And she's a counter hit character, so she doesn't have, like, well, she has a safe launcher, but you gotta hit the counter hits if you want to deal damage with sets, basically. It's like Xianghua, you know, her damage output is low, but you have to consider all damage sources, okay? It's not just combos, right? Very few characters hit as hard on punishment as, you know, Setsuka or Sophie. You know, nobody whiff punishes as well as Setsuka, you know, or Nightmare. Yeah, and her Setsuka pokes as well. They also deal above normal damage. Like her lows, 1k, 1a, or not 1a, 1b, 236, 1k, or 1k, I guess. Like all those do way more than like mine, right? So. Yep. Yep. Anywho, that'll do it for me. Wednesday night fight starts in an hour. I can't promise I'll do very well. I'm not playing very well today, but who knows? Who knows? We'll see. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I will put in my commands. If you haven't checked them out, you really should. And if you have, then lovely. Lovely. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a lovely rest of your